How's it going, guys? Dueler27 here. Today we're gonna be going over the games that got me to top 500 in the world late season, which is pretty good for me. There's 3 days, 7 hours left of the season right now. And this is pretty good for me. I've been this high up before, but not normally late season. So let's get into it. Okay, so first I want to show this replay against Alpha 1 Billy from Alpha Instinct. He gives me the good luck. I don't have emotes on most of the time, so I don't really respond to what anybody's saying because I'm fully focused in. So he just bats in the back, and I just set up with the drill. First play, pretty safe to do. He mini P.E.K.K.A.s. I thought this was either Giant Graveyard or Sparky at this moment in time. Starts log, zaps, cycle, bomber, Fred's a little counter push, and then he arrows. And then at this point I was a little worried because he has zap for my skeletons and my Inferno Tower and arrows for my bomber. I went to put that Fire Spirit in the left lane, but it kind of just went in the right lane. So I hit him with the drill. He decides just to sack the drill and just Sparky in the back. He may have done that at the same time that I placed the drill, and he may have gone with a different play if that didn't happen, but that's what happened. So I set up for Inferno Tower. It's better to Inferno Tower here than to Rocket, because if I would have rocketed, I would have been down 4 elixir, and he could have rushed me at the bridge pretty hard. So I rocket. I didn't know he had Minion Horde here, and I didn't have, if you look at my hand, I don't have anything in cycle for it on my Fire Spirit. My Golden Knight comes on a little late because it kind of panicked. One of the minions locked down the tower. That didn't matter that much. I was going to take a lot of damage here anyway. So I just Golden Knight ability and Fire Spirit. I think Bomber might have been the better play there. It might have negated the damage, but I'm not sure. Looks like he's laughing here. So I just go with the drill because I know he doesn't have anything in hand. Basically, it's 0 elixir. And then he puts the arrows down, but not before I deal, like, what was that, like 900 damage. So that was a good play. We're about even in damage. So my plan here now is just, okay, I got to just defend this tower with my life and just take his tower and not let this game go on too much farther. So he's Sparky, just trying to bait on my rocket so he can Minion Horde Giant, but I'm not going to go for it. I just Inferno Tower, Blade safe. He Giants, Minion Horde. I pull in the Minion Horde with the rocket, Skellies. I'm not too worried about the Sparky in the other lane because I'm not worried about the healthy other tower because I know there's going to be a 1 tower game here. So that's a decent defense. Probably going for a drill there looking back, to be honest. Same thing, he's trying to bait on my rocket. So I go drill, bomber, trying to take the tower. So I guess he's in rocket range now, so I'm like, okay, all I need to do is defend and then rocket him out. Looking pretty good right now. Fire Spirit the bad, Skeletons the Sparky, Golden Knight to block both of them. So it's a decent defense. And yeah, it's about a good game. Just have to block for 8 seconds, throw down the rocket. I was pretty happy with it. This is a pretty tough matchup, to be honest. We don't have anything for the Minion Horde really, except for the Fire Spirit, and his spells get a lot of value. So hit him with the thanks real quick. The next replay I wanted to show is with IMT Slayer. He's a pretty good player, top 42nd in the world finish. I've never actually heard him before playing him here, but he just sets up with a classic 2.6 player first play. That's what they like to do. Rocket it, because that's what I had in cycle. And this is a pretty good matchup for me, and it actually came pretty close because of a couple things. I got a little unlucky, and I got a little unlucky, and I ended up taking. You'll see what happens. So I just log in the Musketeer. Golden Knight in the back. Yep, there's a Golden Knight. And there's going to be a good dash here. I can just Inferno Tower. I'm not really sure why he went so aggressive here. Maybe he was trying to outcycle me, but like it doesn't really matter because if he outcycles me, I'm just going to rocket the hog. I just bomber. I'm trying to predict some skeletons or something. That Ice Spirit made a wacky jump there. I've only seen that a couple times before in game. So basically no one's dealt any damage. A minute has passed of the game. It's kind of how the 2.6 matchup goes with this deck, because you're just defending, and if both players play right, no one can really break through at the beginning. So he just does that. I'm back to my Inferno Tower. For some reason, he just kind of like ignores the drill like that. What he should have done is he should have logged the first goblin, then fired Ice Spirit skeletons or something like that. Was definitely a mistake from him. Got us some good damage. So he just Ice Spirit, Fire Spirit. There's a classic 2.6 player move again, just rocket. And unfortunately, the tower doesn't switch to my hog in time, or his hog in time. The hog ends up getting hit, but I wasn't too worried right here. Like, the hog gets 1 or 2 hits throughout this match. Like, it's usually okay, because it's almost impossible for the 2.6 player to defend drills perfectly. Even if they are really good. Like, CR drills got 2 hits there. They didn't do anything special, just drill bombers at the bridge. Mixed up the placement. So he's got a pretty big push here. Okay, so here's what I was talking about. So the Golden Knight pushed the hog away from the Inferno Tower, which it normally would have pulled. And I got a couple hits there and took a bunch of damage. I was really pissed off about that because didn't really expect that. I'm not sure how that happened, but I knew I could come back because Triple Elixir is so good in this matchup for me. So probably could have rocketed there, to be honest, but I just didn't want to. So we just go in there. Golden Knight should prevent all the damage. Does a fireball just to get damage. That was an alright fireball. Oh, he missed the tower. I didn't even notice that, actually. He missed the tower with a fireball. Wow. So yeah, hit him up on the drill here. Hog, Ice Golem, Rocket, same thing. Oh, Inferno Tower, actually, my bad. Just probably a little better. I knew he was going to fireball. Or I thought he was, so I just Golden Knighted. Just to be safe. Better to be safe than sorry. And that cannon's kind of annoying because that means I can't go into the bomber because I want to go bomber drill at the bridge because that's what's hard for him to defend. And this is a really good hog right here because I had to rocket and he was able to get tower damage with the fireball and put my rock out of hand and keep him from going in. So that was a really good hog. So I hit him up with another drill. I was kind of hoping the cannon would die before the bomber gets there. I put it back a little bit and ended up dying, but it didn't really matter anyway. So as you can see, I'm slowly coming back with chip damage. I knew he was going to fireball here, so play Skelly's last minute. That was a good defense. And soon going into Triple Elixir, this is why this matchup is so good. It's because I can just rocket his tower every time I get in and cycle. And then I can either Inferno Tower or drill Bomber Golden Knight. I can basically just spam my cards in the lane and just rocket every time I get the chance. Like, watch here. Rocket. Inferno Tower. There's nothing tanking for the hog, so obviously the hog won't break through the Inferno Tower even with the fireball. Then I'm like, okay, Golden Knight in the back, prepare to block the lane. He's gonna keep spamming hogs, ice golems, how you do it. So yeah, I'm just gonna drill bomber in the other lane. There's like nothing. He can fireball, but like that's not gonna do anything. I have rocket cycle, rocket again, boom. So now I'm like 2 more rockets basically and a couple logs. So I log. I think I pre-placed my Inferno. Yeah, I pre-pushed the Inferno because I knew he was gonna hog. Cycle that, rocket. See, I'm not even playing my drills because if I don't play my drills, I have a building every time he goes in for hog on defense. So all I need is 1 more rocket here. So I Golden Knight, drill, just log just to be safe. Didn't really need it. And then rocket to finish off the game. And that was a pretty good game. It was pretty close. Both had good game down to the wire there. A lot closer than that matchup usually is, but he played it well and we got a little unlucky. So, all right, next match we're against this Asian player, Zine. I don't speak that language, so I can't really say his name. But I see the barb hub. I'm like, no way is this Elixir Golem. I haven't played Elixir Golem in like years on ladder. Like, no one plays this anymore. So, like, okay, well, let's see what variant he has. Elixir Golem's kind of like a hit or miss thing. Because, like, even if you have like a decent matchup, like right here, I would say I have a decent matchup. Like, he has arrows and some stuff for the bomber, and he can E-drag, tornado, everything in to kill my Inferno Tower. So if he plays it good, he has a pretty good chance, but like I have a pretty good matchup. But the thing is with like Electro Giant, even if you have a good matchup like this, if you make one mistake, they can just take your whole tower. So you gotta be really careful and focus a little less on the micro and like more on the macro. And those skeletons, unfortunately the baby dragon targeted the skeletons on the right before the skeletons on the left, so we didn't really get the best kite there. But as I was saying, like, it's not about really the chip damage in this game. It's about either if they take your tower or they don't. So he just arrows the bomber there. Kind of interesting play. But I guess that's what he had to do. He's just going to bar barrel. So I just went for the king tower activation because this would even out the damage. I actually mistimed the skeletons a little bit. But luckily the E-drag was at full health, so I had another chance to do it with the Golden Knight. So I just did that. Both my towers were about the same health, so not too worried about that. And so right now, I know that I outcycle a lot of his good drill counters, and he's low on elixir, so I'm going with the drill ability to damage the hut. And he just decides to go for E-Golem at the bridge. I don't know why he did that. Didn't make any sense to me because he didn't have any elixir to support it. It kind of was just like, oh, I can't defend. I really hope this guy's low on elixir. And he just spams the E-Drag. He's still 0 elixir, so I just rocket all that. Pretty good rocket. I think I log. Probably could have bombered there for some counter push, but it doesn't matter that much. So it's bomber in the back. I drilled into that healer because I didn't processly put the healer down in time, but I might have done it anyway, to be honest. So you just bar barrels, and I don't think... Oh, we do get some good damage. Okay. So he's set up for a big push here, so I got my rocket ready. But then he plays the barb in the back, which is kind of weird because he had his healer down, and usually when they have the healer down, that baby dragon, like, they'll eagle him, but he didn't. So he's gonna get like a couple hits with the healer here, no big deal. I was kind of forced to drill into there. Like, it was too late to go opposite lane. Like, usually in a match like this, you'd want to pressure opposite lane when he's trying to go in, but his tower is so close to being dead. I was just like, all right, I'll just keep same lane. We can just finish him out before he finishes us. So I rocket here. That fire spirit could have been better. Probably could have pulled the baby dragon in. And as a result of that mistake, the baby dragon ends up getting like 4 hits, which is kind of a pain, but we're still doing okay. There's like 1,000 barbarians on the field, so a little worried about that. I think he decides to go E-Golem here. I'm pretty sure. No, he doesn't. He lets me defend the barbs first to build up a bigger push, which kind of is pretty smart. So I just set up with the Inferno Tower. I'm not sure why he baby dragged at the river like that. So unfortunately, the Inferno Tower wasn't in range of anything there, which kind of bit me in the ass right here when this big push was coming in. So I just rocket that. I'm pretty low on elixir right now, so I was kind of concerned. So I kind of had to pull a defense out of my ass here. So I just skeleton there, distract the E-Drag for a second, log. And then the dash is really what came in clutch here, because look, the E-Drag isn't on the tower anymore. And without that dash, we probably would have lost our tower for sure. But I just let that do the rest of the damage because I'm like, triple's about to hit. I'm just going to rocket cycle him twice. He just sets up with the barb hut. Not sure why he did that because like it's triple elixir and he knew I had rocket, so I could just do it twice. But I did. And there you go. The key for this matchup is usually to pressure opposite lane, but weren't able to do that, but we were still able to walk away with the win. Alright, this last match I want to show is against Crazy Hulk. You guys have probably heard of him. He's always up and down top ladder. He's a pretty good player. It's drill on drill here. I'm not really sure who has matched it, to be honest. Because on paper, like, I have counters to his stuff. But the fact that he can tornado Golden Knight or tornado Magic Archer on my stuff after I defend his drill is kind of makes the matchup questionable. But either way, we defend his drill and get some counter push, so I just decided to put some dual lane pressure. And it works out pretty well. Caught him low on elixir. And here, I'm going to try to go for the king activation. You can actually, if you, it's really hard to do. See how, we almost got it, but we didn't. If you log in skeletons at the correct time on the Magic Archer, you can actually activate your king tower. It's pretty hard to do, but it's a trick I'm trying to learn right now. So I just decided to pressure opposite lane when he puts the giant skelly. I'm just going to set up for an Inferno Tower on it. Inferno Tower is your best answer for Giant Skelly in this matchup. It's a +1 trade, and the Inferno Tower will stay alive. And even though you have Bomber and Golden Knight, really your best friend to counter Drill is going to be Fire Spirit Log, in my opinion. Because Fire Spirit gets down so fast, you can't really spell it, and then Log is a spell itself, so you can't do anything about that. And that fully counters the Drill for a +1 trade. So that's my favorite way to counter drill if I can. But if I can't, obviously I have plenty of other ways to counter in my deck. Another nice thing you'll want to do is Golden Knight predict the front if you think they're going to play in the front. Because 50% of the time the drill will go in the front. Especially at like the start of the game. People will often put their drill in the front of the tower. I like to put it on the side of the tower in the start of the game. Oh, got a lucky dash there. He says, wow. Usually I like to put it on the side of the tower at the start of the game because everyone predicts that you're going to put it in the front. So it kind of puts people, it kind of confuses people sometimes. I kind of messed up my Fire Spear, came down late. We took a hit because of it. And so he's just going to go in with that spam. He should have NATO'd there. If you see, that's what if you would have NATO'd there, we might have been in some trouble. But he decided not to. For whatever reason. And we're doing really good in this match so far. Okay, what I did right here is pretty questionable. It's very aggressive, but I knew I could get away with it because I just Inferno Tower's Giant Skelly, which he has no reset for, and just kept blocking his Golden Knight. Like, I even block it again when he goes for the ability. Take out the Zappy, and we get away with the Rocket just like that. So I think as this gets later in the game, it's probably... Actually, I don't know. It's so hard to say. Look at that dash, by the way. So Golden Knight is so broken. He's even saying the wow. Like, he knows. He's played against this card all season. He's like, this is insane. And I just kind of accepted I was going to take some damage from the drill here. I only took a couple hits anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. We're up, like, so much. And I was thinking about rocket cycling here, but I was kind of just playing it safe. So he kind of goes in for a desperation push here of Zappy's Golden Knight at the bridge, but a Bomber plus Golden Knight dash will kill Zappy's, which is a really nice interaction for me. And he just gives up. He was tired of playing, so just rocket him and finish him off. I'm kind of laughing. This is kind of a funny game. He got outplayed pretty hard there, but also I got pretty lucky. It was just a really good game for me all around, with the lucky with the Golden Knight dashes, I mean. But yeah, that was how I got to top 500 late season. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.